Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for watching my video series. If you are enjoying them, the best videos are yet to come. I'm holding them back to release them later on in the month. There is a absolutely incredible story that I was planning to share on the 27th night of Ramadan if I get 10,000 subscribers. So please share these videos far and wide amongst your friends and family and networks and contacts. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers before the 27th night of Ramadan, and I promise to share this story. Today's story is set in the summer of 1995, a few weeks after the genocide in Srebrenica, which is in Bosnia. The Srebrenica genocide was Europe's worst massacre since the Second World War, where 8,000 innocent Muslim men, women and children were slaughtered in the matter of a few days under the eyes of the Dutch United Nations so-called peacekeepers. A few weeks after that, the Bosnian army, they carried out an offensive, a major attack against the Serbs to try and recapture territory. In that battle, there were a couple of thousand foreign Muslim fighters who fought who were from all parts of the world, so they also fought in that battle. After that battle, I remember that in the base camp we were there, and the sheikh of the Muslim unit, after Salah one day, he gathered everyone, and there was maybe about 200 people in that tent in the baseline camp in this big marquee, and he asked people to share stories of miracles or miraculous accounts that they themselves witnessed in the battle, in this big battle that had just taken place. So the Muslims, we won that battle. We lost about, I think, 21 or 22 brothers were killed. Many others were injured. So a week or so, a few days after this battle, we're sitting in this marquee, and the sheikh has asked, and the commanders, they've asked people to come forward with their stories and share witness accounts of miracles that they saw happen. So I'm sitting there, and this is one of the stories that is relayed. One group of brothers, they were attacking an enemy position, so they're about 30 meters away from an enemy position, and there's a guy in there who's giving some resistance. So he's firing at them with a machine gun, and they're firing at him. He had a PK machine gun, and these guys the brothers are taking cover, and when he stops to reload or whatever, then they start firing at him. And so this is going on. At some point, that guy stops firing. Like, he had just started firing, and before they would have expected him to stop firing, he stops firing, and then he leaves his cover and leaves his position. He comes outside of, I think it was his bunker. He comes outside of his bunker, and he's looking up towards the sky like this, and he doesn't have any gun on him or anything. And the brothers are in so much shock that they don't even fire him. They're thinking, what's going on? Is he surrendering or what's going on? He's looking up, he comes out, and then they see it's as if something has lifted his body, his feet, 1 meter off the floor. So something has lifted him off the ground, and then he slumps down onto the floor. And several brothers in that group, they witnessed this. This is an eyewitness account. They saw this happen. So they slowly approached him with their weapons, just in case it's some sort of trap or something. I mean, they were like confused, like, what's going on here? They approached him, and they saw that he didn't have any weapons. And as they got close to him, they saw that this soldier was dead, but there was not a single injury on him. No blood, no bullet wound, nothing. There was nothing on this man's body, but he was dead. What happened? Who killed him? It was an angel. In the Battle of Badr, the Prophet ﷺ, he described where one of the Muslims was fighting in the battle, and he said that I went to kill one of the enemy. I picked my sword up and I was about to kill one of the enemy, and then I heard the crack of a whip, and I heard a voice above me say, "Go on, Hazum." And as soon as I heard that, I saw the guy in front of me who I was about to attack, without me having even touched him, before I'd even reached him, I saw his nose had split open and he fell down and he was dead. And the Prophet ﷺ, when this story was told to him, he said that was an angel from the third heaven. And on that day they killed 70 and they took 70 prisoners. So angels fighting in the ranks of the Muslims, angels being present there, this is something that I've heard so many accounts of, and I will be sharing some more stories of these later, inshallah. I've heard so many accounts of these, it's like I don't know where to start or finish, but this is one particular account that stuck with me, and I heard this, it's been almost 30 years now that I heard this account, and I actually saw the brother who witnessed this. What is the lesson from this incident? All of us, we have enemies. We have people that are trying to harm us or attack us. Sometimes it's from within our families and relatives and so-called friends or people that we know. Sometimes it's in our workplace, sometimes it's in our community. It could be neighbors, maybe you live in a rough neighborhood or something like that. Maybe it's some other forces in terms of authorities who are trying to harm you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every day He's protecting us in ways and means that we do not see and that we are not aware of. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when some wrong is being done to you or some injustice is being done to you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He disposes of your enemies in ways that you are not even aware of. And Allah is just. And in this case, here was a group of brothers whom they had gone for Allah's sake to protect and to fight against the people that were conducting the genocide of their people. And again, I want to give this caveat, I've said that before, I'm talking about incidents and events that happened almost 30 years ago in the 1990s, a different geopolitical and different legal context. Anyone today, 2024, if you're watching this video and young brothers are watching this and I want to go and fight, and I do not recommend that you go and fight in a foreign war. It has serious legal consequences, has serious consequences to your health, and you could get killed, you could get disabled, you could get maimed, you could get injured, you could get blinded, you could get captured and tortured to death. It's no joke. This ain't like this ain't like the movies. So help in other ways if you want, but don't go there. War is serious business. It's not a joke. So the lesson from today's story is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will dispose of your enemies. He will also fight your battles. Put your trust in Him. When you feel overwhelmed, know that there are things happening and that there are forces there that you can't even see, that you're not even aware of, and they are fighting on your behalf. That was today's story and today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications bell, share this content far and wide, help me get to 10,000 subscribers before the 27th night, and I promise to share an incredible story. And leave a comment, even if it's to say Alhamdulillah, leave a comment, because that trips the YouTube algorithm and they show it to more people. Till the next episode, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.